What I noticed right off the back, big Jakari Brown. I'm looking over here and I'm thinking Jakari is some walk on from somewhere because it's not registering that Jakari Brown is the freshman of the group. I already got his biscuits and gravy wait on him.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the Gunshine State. One of them boys still boring in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get cake and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. A lot of fakes, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk that can get.
Ready? Alright, man, here we go, man. We got Gaddis under the goddamn trampoline. We got Coach Gaddis under the trampoline, man. Listen, we out here, man. Beautiful day, first day of practice. Spring practice. We just walked in here for the first time. We thought we wouldn't have access. Found out late last night we would have access. And we here. Walked in here. I could tell you right off the bat, different energy, different level of expectation, different sense of urgency they moving with. Nobody's walking around. Nobody's laughing. Just a different level of intensity on day one. I've been out here for years now. It's a different level day one, man. I've been coming out here for years, so I've seen different regimes. I've seen Rick, I've seen Randy, I've seen Mania, I've seen Al Golden. Yeah, I'm here to tell you, man, it's a different level of intensity, a different focus, and you feel it as soon as you walk in the door. We walked in, they was getting ready. We got the quarterbacks to our right. We were right now looking at the wide receivers. When I walked in, they were all running drills, all together. Mario Cristobal was in the middle of them, leading the drills, barking out commands. I don't know. I'm just blabbing right now. I'm just excited to be in here covering our new University of Miami team. Anything in here looks different. They had some head guards on when it started over their helmets. I've never seen them do that. We're looking at right now we're eyeing the wide receivers. Everybody seems to put on a little more muscle. I mean that I can see that clearly right off the back. A little more definition in their arms a little more swollen. I don't know if they've been heavy on the muscle milk. A coach they've been getting it in the last few weeks. Just give me a second. I'll pull out the list of the guys that aren't here. There's a lot of guys that aren't here. We covered a little bit on the show this morning, and we got to add 10 more guys to that list. So I'm gonna give you some of the names. So we got number 88 right here, Dante Johnson, wide receiver out of Covington, Georgia. I'll give you some of these wide receivers. Okay, we got 8. Frank Ladson. Frank Ladson looks put together, fit. Doesn't look anything like he looked when he left South Florida. I've been at Clemson for a while now. Thick kid. Next we have right here 47. Oh, Michael Irvin, jersey on. That's Mike Tubbs, wide receiver out of Atlanta, Georgia. Then we got 35. 35 not even on the roster. What that be about? We know what that be about. You got Coach Gaddis out here. Coach Gaddis look like he wake up in the morning and do a little running himself, man. He look a little fit himself. So obviously he gonna be out here in the fray with the kids, getting the work in. I like them shoes he got on. So there's number 8 right there, Frank Ladson. Right on the tip of my tongue, man. I want to say Wiggins. I've seen Wiggins wear that number 8 for so long, but Big Wiggins isn't here. A number that's missing on the roster is number 6. Number 6 is usually Sam Brooks. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into that a little later. But we don't have either number 6 showing up on the roster. There's number 19, Dazzlin Warsham, wide receiver, 3-year sophomore out of Birmingham, Alabama. Worsham has been here for a while. We want to see Worsham emerge. And there's our guy from South Florida, the crib, Restrepo, Mr. Big Play in the house, Mr. Crew Cut. And then we got the one guy that everybody's looking forward to right here, Jacoby, number 15, Jacoby George, wide receiver out of Lauderdale, Florida. Came on last year, ran back punts. Sure-handed kid, one of those gold feet kids. So now, and here we got everybody's favorite right here, our number one NFT, Rashad Smith, just jacked on the on the drill. But we got Mr. Rashad Smith in the house. Last year, man, one of the freshmen on the offensive side that actually had some real output. Rashad showing up 5'10", 194 pounds, sophomore out of Richmond Heights, Florida. 305 down south. Rashad Smith. We talk about Rashad a lot. Rashad grew up playing for Richmond. I'm not sure what's going on with that drill right now, but it's not working for Rashad. But Gaddis ain't going for it now. Gaddis ain't going for it. Gaddis said we'll get this thing going. We'll keep doing it until we get it together. All right, so here we go, man. We out here with the quarterbacks. Like I said, I talked ad nauseum about there being a quarterback competition, thinking there should be a quarterback competition. And what I noticed right off the bat, big Jakari Brown. Jakari, I'm looking over here and I'm thinking Jakari is some walk on from somewhere because it's not registering that Jakari Brown is the freshman of the group. Kid is what, 6'5", and he's to be coming out of high school. He's not a slim kid. See, in South Florida, I'm used to seeing these kids leaving high school, living off of sodas and potato chips, skinny. Then they get to college and they put on some weight. Jakari Brown already got his biscuits and gravy weight on him. He got big thighs, big arms, and I can only imagine that he's going to get bigger. Real impressive on the look for Jakari Brown. Also, we got our starter right here. Here we go, Tyler Van Dyke. Said he's been looking. So listen. Gaddis just stopped the whole practice and informed everybody that this is a football field. This is it. Golf. This is it. Tennis. We out here doing live drills, so we gonna do it like it's live. You know what I'm saying? You practice how you play. Here's big Jakari Brown. Something just tell me this kid is gonna get some snaps this year for something. Like I just feel like he's gonna get in the game somehow. So we got drills coming. There's number 17, Peyton Motaka. And now we got number 16 coming up. He's not even on the roster because the only 16 we have registered is Malik Curtis. You know who else looks impressive? Big Jaleel Skinner. Jaleel Skinner out of pads is like a little skinny little beanpole. I've met Jaleel Skinner a couple of times. I've talked to him a few times. But in pads, Jaleel Skinner is thick, and he's been here a while. I mean, maybe they done muscle milk them and steak them and put a couple pounds on them. But Jaleel Skinner also is falling under that Jakari Brown impressive freshman first look. So here we go, man. We got number 9 Tyler Van Dyke dropping back, throwing the pass to Jacoby George. We should see a lot of that coming in the near future. Here's Jake Garcia. Jake Garcia's out here. No brace on knee, leg. I don't see a brace on anything. He's raw dogging it. I don't see I don't see any indication that he was injured. At all. Now Jake seems to be one that looks like he's been skipping the old muscle milk. Look like Jake, like Jake need to be. Like Jake been skipping the old muscle milk, but he probably hasn't been able to really work out as much because he was injured. So here we go. We out here with the safeties, and it's something we don't see a lot. You got the safeties alone, practicing alone. It's usually just a group of DBs. It's usually just a group of DBs together we've seen in the past. But right now we got the safeties with their own single individuals led by the Michael Van Dyke, and then we got the cornerbacks actually. Okay, so no more video.
Bro.
So, all right, man, Wesley was saying right out the back, got the number 31 on. 31. He on the billboard. He got the 31 on. So, he's taking all the pressure on his back and saying he's finna ride with it. But we hearing
that's a local legend number, though. They came straight in to play it as a true freshman.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Sean Spence.
Those some big shoes to fill.
Huge shoes to fill. But also, he was at the Sean Spence camp, right?
He went to Sean Spence camp.
So who knows? He probably went to Sean Spence camp, man, made a relationship with him. And saw the history, man, and looked at it and was like, oh, man, listen, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I want to come right to the University of Miami, get right in and play. We hear he's working hard, and we hear Wesley is doing his thing, bro.
Man, I just heard something about he might take somebody's position, take somebody's spot.
That's what it's about, man, competition. We just walked out of there halfway through the session. We walked out of there. They let us, we got more viewing time than we actually thought.
Yeah, that's
new regime, so things are going to be done different. So I guess that's why we're getting word so late. Different intensity, though. Different level of expectation. You can feel it from them. You can feel it from us.
The players look a lot more focused. They don't look like anybody like playing around. Cause not saying that they was doing that previous years, but you can see like certain players do some playing around a little bit.
You could playing around, not involved.
Yeah.
At the end, you know what I'm saying? At the end, you had some of the Pope, Wiggins, them. They were kind of distant. Bubba always was fucking in the grass, playing,
Bubba, he was a superstar.
rapping in the video, doing whatever you want to do. None of that's going on today because you got a lot more eyes out there. You know what I'm saying? It seems to be like the professionalism is a lot higher. The same things we've been talking about, man. You raise the bar, you raise the standard, you jump higher. That's it. You jump higher.
Today I noticed in the DB group, the safeties were working separately from the cornerbacks.
Right.
I don't think we seen that last year.
Yeah.
Maybe in the previous years, yeah, but last year we didn't see that a lot. Like they was working together a lot.
That says what to you?
It says, let's get each group and focus on each group to get their, to do their job.
Yeah. Individually.
Right.
You
know what I'm saying? So now you got safeties out there trying to do what cornerbacks do. Sometimes in the game they could be thinking, well, corner, you got a cornerback. You know what I'm saying? But
Right. I'm sure even the coaches on the staff, feel the pressure or the different level. I've spoke to coaches, man, and they feel it's a different level of organization, a different level of expectation coming out of it. You see Gaddis out there ain't messing around. Sent Rashad through the drill 2 or 3 times. They were doing a route up under something like a trampoline. I guess it was simple fact of to get low on the route.
Oh yeah.
And he wasn't having it. He stopped practice one time, told him, hey, listen, man, this is a football field. This ain't golf. This ain't tennis. This ain't your mama's backyard. We out here playing football, and we gonna practice as such. I know these are normal things for winning teams, right? But I'm be honest with you, man. These were things that were
not of our
that
culture.
were void, that were leaving our culture. That was kind of void, and it became kind of mundane at one time. What we were seeing.
Yeah, it wasn't in our culture. Our kids was like, not saying they half-assed it, but just not taking things personal.
Right.
While they on the field. Every old Cane say, man, when they got on the practice field, that was the hardest. That was harder than the games.
Right.
Now it's backwards.
Right.
Practice is easy. We get in the game, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's gotta try to get back to that, right?
Seeing some familiar faces out there, right? We saw Bane.
Bane.
Bane back out there on the field, running around like it's his playground again.
Talk about the nightmare over. He said the nightmare
over.
over.
Bane out there on the field. Jason Taylor,
Roland Smith
Roland
out there.
Smith were out there.
Just got it officially announced yesterday. Well, Roland got officially announced
Like
yesterday.
that, yeah. Yesterday, late last night or something like that.
Look at that. Mario still was working.
Right.
He just lost his mom and he's working.
Right. So listen, the thing is this: we're talking about the high school rule. Did a little talking to a couple people, man, and I found out Florida State hired like 3 or 4 high school coaches.
Yeah.
Something with this rule isn't there anymore. Something with this rule isn't there anymore. They're not going to enforce it. Something is happening with this rule. They're not going to enforce it. They changed it.
I think what they doing, they saying, well, look, we could hire them, and then they just basically saying that guy just can't have no recruiters to do it at school.
Right.
Because it becomes hard to say you can't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe a lot of other coaches aren't in the team's budgets to hire them, so they like, man, I could just hire this guy.
Right. So that's what I was thinking. Like, you look around. I know we're bringing on 2 high school coaches, but if you look around the country, who else has picked up high school coaches? I know it just wasn't us.
Nah, it's a lot of schools doing it. Everybody's doing it.
Right. And I'm just believing that this rule has changed. The understanding of it has changed. And we're gonna eventually get to the bottom of it. So listen, man, Caneville, we out here. First day of spring practice. We do have access. You don't get anywhere like you get it here. Y'all shout out the IOD Squad. NFTs about to drop on the 18th.
Don't take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what?